morning and welcome back to another video for Jurassic World Alive. Today I'm in Fullerton, kind of just off the skirts of downtown, and we do have 3 epic dinosaurs available to dart at special event supply drops. 3 strike towers. There's rare, there is a large, which is the gold bronze one, and then there is this like medium off in the distance over here. Really don't expect too much problem with any of those, especially with stat boost now, but I do want to let everybody know about an issue with, I'm just going to pick 4 dinosaurs here, but there's an issue with this rare strike tower where basically when you go to battle it, apparently after you knock out the first dinosaur, I guess it doesn't spawn the next one. So we're going to test this out. I really should have no problem, especially with stat boosts here. I don't anticipate many of you guys will have issues with these, especially with stat boosts. And let me just see what happens. So I'm gonna knock out the first creature. I've been told that the second one just doesn't come out, that it'll time all the way down. So let's see what happens here. But I wasn't told if it was on the first level or at the very final level. And so far so good. That is definitely an opponent that came out, so maybe it's just on the final one. So I'm going to continue to battle through this, and then we'll circle back around. I would go over some kind of a strike guide, but A, it's a rare tower, and B, I just don't think people need help with those anymore. Take your best figures, your best dinos. It doesn't matter about counters anymore, and just plow right through them. That's my best advice for these. Anyway, like I said, the first, that was no problem. I did not experience any of the glitches that I am hearing about, so I'm going to continue to battle this, and then I'll check back in either when I'm getting ready to open the incubator, or I will check back in whenever I encounter a problem. So the good news is I have taken out the first 2 levels of this tower, and I've experienced none of the problems that other people have been reporting, so that's always good. Don't like to see things not working properly, especially when it comes to free DNA and free coins, which the majority of these towers are going to be for a vast majority of the people. So if something is glitching, that's not good. Free DNA is free DNA, and free coins are always great. So definitely want to keep that in mind. I've had a bunch of swap out on level 2 for this tower. It was just swap, 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 swap. So I'm not sure if the problem is approaching or coming out when people are one-shotting the initial dinosaur, and then the game can't do the swap that it wants to do, and so it gets caught in some kind of a programming loop or programming cycle, I don't know. But because I'm not knocking anything out on attack 1, yeah, I never experienced it. So I guess my advice would be, don't take your Thorin and one-shot everything. Maybe that's the root of the problem, or maybe they did a hot fix between this morning when I first heard about the problem and now when I'm actually getting out here to record the video. No problems there for me on the rare. As far as the weekly dinos, I do want to get into those here in just a minute. In fact, I'll probably go find one to dart here and then we'll talk about it. But Processosaurus Gen 2 actually has a little bit of value now. Dimorphodon is still pretty not good. Megalosaurus is okay, and then Processosaurus has a hybrid, so all good there. And there's a Diplo off in the distance. Diplo, Arano, and Brachy are the 3 epics for this week. Let me get closer to a epic tower, and then we'll discuss that. By the time I got over here, the Orano, which is what I was going to try to dart from this spawn point right there, it despawned on me. As you can see, there is a Brachy, there is a Diplo nearby. My problem is if I go and look at my Brachy, and thanks to this nifty new sorting feature, I can sort by rarity, which will help me find because I know it's an epic. And then I just have to remember what it looks like. And there's Brachiosaurus. I have 4,300 of it. It's at level 15. There's no hybrid for it. I'm not going to take it above 15 without a hybrid. So, like, it doesn't appeal to me that much. Now, on the other hand, if we look at Diplo, it's another situation where Diplo is extremely difficult to come by. And as you can see, I'm only at level 11, which means I've only just unlocked it, and that just happened a few days ago. So I'm at level 11. It does now have a hybrid, the Gemini Titan. The problem is I need to get this to level 20. In order to do that, it's going to cost 3,000 DNA. So as you can see, I'm like 2,014 short. Now, 9 attempts at 2,014. You don't really need to be a math expert to realize it's going to take over 200 DNA per darting session in order for me to just to get to level 20. And then that doesn't even account for the additional 250 Gemini Titan DNA that I'm going to have to create. So that's not all that appealing to me as well. But then if I go and look at my Dilorhynchirus, you can see that I am basically, on average, 3 fuses, hopefully 3 fuses away from getting to level 26, and that's kind of my sweet spot. That's for Ludia, that's base. That's like where all the stats start taking effect. So I am missing, you know, I have 4 fuses here. I'm already at 30. I need, gosh, I don't even remember what it is. So I need 150 total. So I need 120 more. 20, 40, I could get 80. I'd be 40 short if I went for Oranosaurus. So for now, for the time being, what am I going for this weekend? I'm going for Oranosaurus if I can find them. If I can't find enough Oranosaurus, then I will probably go with Diplo, and Brachy's going to be the odd one out. Anyway, that's the end of today's video. I think we have an epic strike tower tomorrow. If we do, I will try my best to get out early and go take care of that. Make sure you do strike towers. It's free DNA, it's free coin. That's all I got for this one. So until next time.